Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Dragonmark Symphony here on Natural One Media. My name is Dylan, your DM, here with my friends, and we are going to hop right back into our adventure with our group who all arrived in the City of Passage not too long ago. They managed to make it to an inn run by an eccentric figure by the name of Milo Marigold, who revealed that he had hired Silva's friend, Thomas Winleaf, as the head chef for the inn, which is complicated because Johannes is also here for that position, as he had been recommended by somebody from the Four Sails all the way down in Sharn. So, to settle the matter, Milo decided that it would be best for the two of them to engage in a duel, a cooking duel. And the first phase of the duel...
Despite Johannes wanting it to be to the death.
To the death.
Yeah, Johannes came in heated, and the rest of the group is supporting him right now, for the most part. So it was decided that the first leg of this duel would be for the two of them to go out to Lake Galifar. The shore sits right out back. And they would be having a fishing challenge where the two of them would attempt to capture as many fish as possible. In the process of that fishing challenge, it was pretty much neck and neck. It was very close. They were both trying very hard to locate as many fish as possible. And then Johannes went for a spot that Silva was 100% certain would be the location of a fish. She was like adamant that like this has to be where there's a fish. And when he cast his line there, something very dramatic happened. There was a great rumbling from the lake itself, and suddenly from the water burst an enormous fish, the size of a bus, maybe even bigger, that just erupted out of the water and turned to face all of them and let out this immense roar. And that is where we're going to jump right back in. We don't know if this is going to necessarily go into combat. So we don't have to roll initiative right away. Depends on what you choose to do. But we'll go ahead and we're going to move back on over to our map.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So bright.
Therios, the Elder
As Antherios, the Elder Bass, faces all of you.
I gotta pull up like the theme of Ludwig the Holy Blade.
Holy shit. I was not expecting the hyper realistic photo.
Shout out to the D&D friends at work who I ran this by, and they were like, yes, do it. Go for it.
Exactly how large is this thing?
The size of a bus, maybe larger.
Yeah, Set definitely took a shot at it as soon as it started coming, as soon as it came out of the water.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and I'll let you get an attack of opportunity on that. You're going to get a surprise attack on it, but otherwise everybody roll for initiative.
I saw what you did there.
And
Kumo!
the music kicks back in.
Kumo, do the funniest thing right now and throw up on camera.
That would be
27.
27 to hit?
Yeah.
That hits.
Oh no, not the music.
Oh my god.
17 for my. Oh wait, that's my initiative. We're doing the to hit.
Yeah, let's have Set go ahead. We'll do your attack stuff first, and then we'll get everybody's initiative.
Yeah.
What was that?
Just so nothing gets confused.
So that's 10 points of damage, and because it's a surprise attack, I get sneak attack, yes?
Yes.
So 15 points of damage total.
15 total? Okay.
Yep. And then initiative.
Yeah. All right, so you all see this enormous bass rise up out of the water, seemingly of its own volition. Its fins arch outward, enormous beady eyes looking down upon you as it lets out a roar and set without hesitation. Cuts into it. You see a small cut appear along its side below the gills and a little bit of blood trickle out. Everybody else, what is your initiative?
I got a 17.
I got 19.
A 7?
Whoa.
I also
Slow
got
down.
19.
You got a what, sir?
I got a 19 as well.
All right, Dex. Who's got the higher Dex between the two of you?
I imagine I do between Dak and I.
Yeah, I got +1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cue Dark Souls music. There we go. I added the thing that was missing.
There's already a life bar there. What are you doing?
Oh my god. Where'd
I
it go?
specifically made the life bar to do the Dark Souls thing.
Yeah, I didn't see it. It's gone.
I also don't see it.
Oh, doesn't that show for you?
No,
I don't-
Oh no.
Gotta hit
No,
B.
that needs to be visible. Hang on. Let's see if we can fix this. How
There
about
we
now?
go. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Da, 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 da.
I was gonna say, I set it up perfectly. All right. So, Set, you just went. So that is going to move us to Dak.
Dak is going to move back right about here because he doesn't want to be next to the shoreline with that big guy. And he is going to start doing some somatic casting and cast the only spell he can really cast without being able to speak, which he would call Silent Ice if he could speak. In reality, it is Ice Knife.
All right. What is the range on Ice Knife?
60
Oh, it's
feet.
60. Yeah, that'll work.
That'd be a 23 to hit.
That will hit.
Fantastic. I'm so glad that happened.
Y'all are rolling good so far.
So, Big Fish Dude takes 8 piercing damage and needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
All right, just una momentum. Said 8.
Yes. Excuse me.
And then which type of saving throw? Sorry.
Dex save.
That is going to be a 24.
He does not take the extra cold damage, which sucks. But
No.
that will be my turn.
All right. Next up, we're going to have Johannes.
Okay, so where is it in relation to me? Like, is it still hooked on, or
It's not hooked onto anything. It's out here in the water.
just in the water, huh?
Yeah.
Swimming?
About 10, 15 feet away from shore.
That's gonna be tough. Because I have literally nothing ranged.
Except your beats are sick.
I'm gonna like. You know what? How deep is the water? Do I know? Is it
Yeah, you would kind of have to get up to it, possibly jump in to find out. It's can't really tell just from here.
You know what I'm gonna do? Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm double checking the distance.
Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, I am going to. Can I bonus action dash? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna bonus action to dash, and then
Okay.
I am going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then can I jump 2 knives akimbo, and jump at the fish? I might have to attack next turn. I might have to just get there. I don't remember the rules of jumping. Do you still need 50% of your movement speed? Or is jumping a bonus action too?
It would have to be. Pull it up right here.
I'm trying to remember. Movement.
So you're just trying to jump onto the fish.
Yeah,
This turn.
both daggers in hand, and I'm just gonna jump off the pier onto the fish and just whoosh. I'm gonna try. I might have to do it next turn though. I might
Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me
All right,
with disadvantage.
with disadvantage. Okay.
Yes.
21.
Okay, yeah. You
This is very acrobatic.
leap off from the pier, blades out, and you manage to sink into the belly of the fish. You feel yourself starting to drift down a little bit as the blades are kind of slipping. The scales of the fish are really slippery. It's hard to get like a good foothold as you're starting to slide down a little bit. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll damage dice for like a single attack from your dagger.
Okay. 7.
All right. So yeah, he's gonna take an additional 7 hit points as the blades drag down as you try to get a good grip.
You will not interrupt our jamboree.
He just lets out an almighty roar, just like. "Roar!"
Phase 2. He starts.
But you finally managed to get a footing, and you're now latched on to the fish.
Dragon's Dogma.
What is this? Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah. It's...
All right. That's about all you're going to be able to do on that turn, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Silva. So you have seen this giant fish has appeared. Set and Dak have immediately flung attacks at it, and Johannes has straight up jumped off the dock and is now blades deep into this giant fish. What would you like to do?
Where's Thomas?
Thomas is standing about 35 feet away from you, and he is looking up at this thing with absolute shock.
Okay, well, he's okay. Well, nothing said. My spells. My reactions are my usage of the character sheet is a little slow at the moment. Okay, so I was hoping I had. Couldn't remember, and I was. Oh wait, I do. Nothing says a good time like a fish fry. I cast Firebolt.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We're all cooking now.
Be a 16 to hit.
All right. That will not hit, I'm afraid. What? Not with a 16.
That'd be asked really nicely.
Just let me double check. What am I at? Oh yes.
I love this song.
It's so good. Shout out to Kevin McLeod.
Oh yes, true MVP.
God dang it. Oh no, wait, I determined the tail of the bonus action. Wait, is my bonus action to determine what tail be utilized in my bardic inspiration?
Oh.
Erroneous. That's the wrong guy. Oh, wait. No, it is. Right. I'll reveal that next turn when I can actually utilize it. That'll be it for now. Like, the viewer one, of course I can. I'll just like fly over here, kinda. I'm like. Zoning. I'm zoning.
How far above the water do you want to be?
Oh, definitely like it's pretty solid 15.
Okay. Yeah.
Enough. I feel it's zone. That's high enough for my own comfortability and zoning enough. And with the size of this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, my turn.
All right. It is now Antherios' turn. He is going to thrash in the water. I need Johannes. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Aetherios uses Thrash.
Oh no. 9.
It's super effective.
I rolled a 2.
You said 9?
Yeah, total.
Okay, you unfortunately are flung from the fish. You lose your grip. Your blades come loose from the scales.
Okay.
You lose your grip and you are plummeting towards the water.
Oh no.
For the rest of you, see. Yeah, 35 feet. Okay. Set and Silva, as the giant fish thrashes about in the water.
I mean, no, I'm so
It
sorry.
sends these enormous waves of lake water surging towards the two of you. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws as well.
Yeah, he's got this. Don't worry.
Saves you.
11.
19.
All right, Silva, your height above the water works to your advantage as you're able to deftly duck away and avoid the wave as it crashes through. Set, you are not so lucky. You are this enormous wave of water just smashes down on you and knocks you prone to the ground, and you take 6 points of damage.
Ooh.
As you are knocked prone.
Got it.
My god, this fish is like decimating us.
Johannes, as you are plummeting towards the water, you hear a low rumbling as if it's coming from the water itself. And you feel in your brain a new sound reawaken. New sound just drops.
New sound.
Like it's rattling around in your brain. You hear this ancient tongue being spoken. Indore einde for Inferioson.
And who heard that?
Okay. Just me? Or everybody here?
Just you, because of your proximity to the Elder Bass.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the little child on the shore next to their father goes, "Look, the legends were true." And the audience is like cheering you all on. They're like, half of them are like astonished. There's a lot of whispers going back and forth. It's true. It's actually true. The great fish, it exists. It's real. The man was right. The old man was right. But the others are like cheering you on. The band is playing at like full fervor, encouraging you.
Is it my turn still?
It is now. That was the Elder Bass's turn. So we're back to the top of the initiative with Set.
Okay. Is there, for doing ranged attacks from prone, I don't have any disadvantage on that, correct? It would just be on like melee attacks and then attacks against me?
That's a great question.
That is correct, because people have gone prone and then taken range attacks to effectively act like a prone position firing.
That is correct, yes. Yep, you could do ranged.
Okay. I was just going to say, because D&D Beyond says the creature has disadvantage on attack rolls.
For if you were doing standard, well, no, you should still be able to do ranged attack.
I mean, either way, I don't plan on moving,
I've
so I'll
done
just
prone ranged.
my movement to stand up and no longer be prone.
Mm-hmm.
Make it simple.
5. I'm going to let you have this one.
Okay. I mean, I'm just going to use half my movement to stand up. So
Yeah, go for it.
and then I will just fire another shot at it.
Go for it.
$11. That's going to miss.
That will miss. Yep.
No.
The arrow fires past.
What can I do with that? Oh, I can do that. Okay, give me a second. Okay. As my bonus action, I am going to point at it and be like, "Fuck off, fish!" and cast Hex.
Oh.
This fish. I'm thinking about this fish. Like, didn't even do anything. We just like ripped it up.
Remember when we started this and I was like,
You're
we
like,
don't have to
exactly.
roll initiative right away because it depends on what you guys want to do. And then Set was like,
I'm gonna
die.
kill it. I want to kill that thing.
Granted, given our track record with things appearing out of nowhere and how massive it is, like, I feel like Set was very warranted and just straight up attacking it. But yeah, so I'm going to give it disadvantage on dexterity checks.
On dexterity, okay. Noted.
So if y'all gotta do something against it, it can't roll. It has to take the lowest of its dexterity rolls.
Damn.
And that will be my turn.
All right. Next up is Dak.
Hello, I'm Dak. Millie. Don't yell at me, kiddo. Sensitive. Anyways, Dak will focus in. I'm going to spend 1 sorcery points in order to do this subtly, which means I don't have to use somatic or verbal components in order to cast a spell.
Very clever.
Very smart.
And from Dak, he's going to focus in and unleash what he calls Three's Rage, which is the same red tendrils that Three emitted during their battle, which is a reflavored Hunger of Hadar.
Right.
If you recall, I did this once before. Let's see, it's going to be a... Is it radius? It is radius. 20-foot radius. Let me get that an approximate. There we go. Just get over there. The entire area over there is currently writhing in reddish tendrils. At the start of let's see, here we go. At the start of Antherios' turn, he will take 2d6 cold damage.
Yep.
If he ends his turn in that area, he has to make a dex save or take 2d6 additional acid damage.
And he currently has disadvantage on his dexterity saves because of set. Good teamwork.
Hell yeah.
These guys know what they're doing.
The two of you feel this sort of semi-natural energy that kind of builds in between the two of you for just a moment before it dissipates. All right. So at the start of his turn, we'll do the cold damage. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Deck?
I will move farther away.
Okay.
Right about... Yeah, right there.
Sounds good. Johannes,
That's
you
me.
are seconds away from hitting the water and hitting it hard. Is there anything that you want to do to try to stop yourself? Anything you can do?
I would like to try to orient myself in the air to sort of dive head first
All right, make another acrobatics check for me.
into the water. It's a 20.
All right, yes, you manage to contort yourself at the last second and get into a nice diving form as you dive down into the water.
Do I see anything in the water? Is there anything?
You dive down and you immediately see the bottom of the lake coming up to meet you very quickly. Tons and tons of weeds of various types that sort of litter the lake floor. It's not super deep here at this point, but you can already tell that, like, if you look out into the distance, you can see where the lake bed just sort of like drifts downward and becomes deeper and deeper and deeper going out. You can also see the enormous bottom half of this bass that is sort of like twisting and moving about in the water.
Do I hear that weird voice anymore?
Not at the moment.
I'm gonna swim up and put my hand on the bass
Okay.
and close my eyes.
It feels slimy. Even though you're underwater, there's like that sliminess to the scales that you can feel, but that you're also familiar with from cooking. It's surprisingly warm. The water itself isn't super cold, but like the fish itself is giving off a lot of heat. But otherwise, it doesn't seem to notice you right away.
I think in my head, I'm sorry. And I'm gonna take my knife and the other knife and try to stab it.
All right, roll for the attack.
21.
That will hit.
All right, that's a 7, and then nobody is right next to the fish, so I think I get a sneak attack too. So that's an extra because of rakish audacity.
Rakish?
Rakish? I always said rakish.
Because of Rakim audacity.
Rakim audacity. But yeah, you don't need advantage on your attack roll to use your sneak attack against a creature if you are within 5 feet of it and no other creatures are within 5 feet of it, and I don't have disadvantage.
There you go.
So I will also sneak attack it. So that was 7 and then plus 12, so 19 total.
Wow. Okay. I gotta make sure I'm doing my math right here.
I feel so bad. I feel like there's like an elder god trying to like communicate with us and like teach us like the meaning of life.
He's gonna make the greatest.
We're just gonna make like a like Poe daddies with it.
Big old chunk taken out of it there. You stab into it and you hear it's muted a bit by being underwater, the great roar of the bass overhead. But as it roars, in your head, you're once again able to hear the ancient voice speaking out.
I think in my head, I can't understand you. What are you trying to say?
All right.
I only speak common, halfling, and thief.
Yeah. Be sure to check your languages and see if you've got a fish proficiency on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have fish. Ancient fish.
It could be primordial.
It could be.
Oh God. Yeah. Oh, you're so right.
When is it?
Yeah. No. No, you're so right. All right. No. If you speak primordial, like that would work.
Sadly, I do not speak primordial.
Different campaign. I do, but this one.
Not this one.
Meh.
All right. Anything else you want to do in your turn, Johannes? Or 'cause I think
it.
that's going to be about all for you. Okay.
That was it.
All right. That brings us to Silva.
Alright, dear. Fish, dear. See, I'm gonna. What is this circle again?
That is from Dak. At the top of the fish's turn, they're going to be taking some cold damage as a result of it. And potentially acid damage as well at the end of the turn.
Okay. I'll be a little gamey here.
Do it.
I don't know. Also, no, I'll be. I'm gonna move up here. Next.
Okay.
To Johannes. I guess I don't know. Should I technically be here, be next to Johannes?
Yeah.
Well, Johannes is underwater right now.
Yeah, you could be above me, I guess, but I am underwater still.
Yeah, you technically can't see him currently because he's several feet underwater.
I'll hold that. I'll hold that bonus.
I'll hold that L.
Hold that bonus action for now then. Anyway. Stead. I do with that. I'm gonna. Let's do a little.
Do it.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of assistant here.
A little bit of trolling.
I'm gonna use my free version of which is the same, but I don't know spell slot. Fairy Fire. within
Whoa.
essentially just the area of that. Really, it only affects the fish here.
Mm-hmm.
So that fish gotta make a deck save.
And he's gonna do it with disadvantage because of set. Oh. Screw you, dice. It was almost a 20 and it ended up rolling over to a 2. So definitely fails.
Alright, I have advantage on this guy. And thank goodness he won't be invisible either.
What color is the aura that surrounds the Elder Bass as you cast Fairy Fire on them?
This is pretty blue water. Oh, this is pretty clear water.
It's somewhat clear. It's more murky here towards the shore. It's a very nice blue, but it is a little murkier towards the shore there. Also, the bass itself is kicking up a lot of sand and like silt from the bottom. So
we're gonna make it a bright yellow.
Bright yellow. Okay.
Make it stand.
So yeah, you see this golden yellow aura begins to glow around the fish. The little child calls out from the shore, "Look, father, the fish is beginning to glow with the power of the sun." And the father clutches his child and says, "This may be the end, my boy. Stick close to me." Meanwhile, Milo Marigold is sort of watching with his hand over his eyes, like he's shielding it from the sunlight, and tears are streaming down his face as he says, "This is the most beautiful thing that I have ever witnessed in my life. This is everything I ever wanted the Jamboree to be."
Alright, well, bonus action. I'm gonna give normal bardic inspiration to Set. They can hear me in.
Hey. What karaoke song do you sing?
Karaoke song.
You don't have to yes and me every time. It's okay.
Not every time.
Just like in a real karaoke, I'm stumped to think of one in the moment.
Yeah.
No, it's going to be please, oh please, help turn this fish around, or at least kill it, whichever comes first. I will dance along the water inspirationally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you'll get the one. It's still 1d6 bonus.
Cool.
Mermaid, most likely.
Very good.
Sorry, the wizard's one. Yes, still 1d6.
So that's a 1d6 that I can add
It's
to any of
free
my
ability
rolls.
Check, attack roll.
Gotcha.
Standard bardic inspiration. Other than that, that's all I got.
All right. In that case, it is now the fish's turn, which means that they are going to take 2d6 cold damage. Which goes out to, it's going to be 9 points of damage they take.
Like those toes, bud.
I was not looking at the screen when you said lick those toes, but
I also wasn't, so I was like,
Whenever Kumo's grooming himself, I grab his back foot and like hold it in front of his face. He just chews on his foot.
no, that's hard. Funny little boy.
He's a strange man.
Right.
Kind of just makes does like Foley work for whenever Merlin is grooming himself. And
Oh yeah.
he will immediately stop, look at her with like disdain,
Kate
He
does
hold
almost
that?
the exact same thing.
And then go again.
God, Kuma just fell off my desk. It's okay, buddy.
I just spin the shit out of Millie every time I see her. I just plop her on the ground and I just go. It's fine. She's okay with it, I think.
Audience, he is talking about a pet. He's explicitly talking about a pet. He's not talking about a person. This is not a person he's talking about.
Yes, my
However,
Worry
when
for the
they're
future
older-
child, though.
Once,
When the baby arrives, he'll have a new.
I did mention to Celeste that I hope I break out of this habit because I am afraid one day I'll just look down on me and be like, I need to spin him.
No. once they turn.
Oh, a
one,
small thing.
Once they're at that prime age of 1 and it's clear, the spinning is happening.
Well, yeah, you get to like make pizza. Like you lift them up above your head and then you just spin them around in the air like a pizza pie. I feel like the babies love that.
And you do it as close to the ceiling fan as possible.
Yeah.
So they
Make
can
sure
feel
it's
like they're
tossed
flying
up
through the air.
Right? I'm gonna do it in public.
Yeah.
Make sure people are there, an audience. Over concrete, for stable footing.
So the fish
Yes.
just took cold damage. He's very upset about that.
Right.
So he is going to once again splash heavily in the water and thrash around. Johannes, you are still right up in its business. So you're gonna need to make another dex saving throw here,
All right.
or you're gonna just get straight up hit by the back end of this fish.
That's a 10.
That is gonna fail.
No.
Not the 10 failing.
Yeah, and you take 9 points of damage on that one
Johannes, no.
as you are slammed by the tail. By the way, how long can you breathe underwater?
How do I find that out?
It is your if you're holding your breath, it is your Constitution modifier.
Yes.
So +1. So is that like 1 minute?
So that's 1 minute.
Yeah. Okay.
So if in 7 turns we're still doing
Yeah,
this.
he's got like 7 or 8 turns still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if your Constitution modifier is +0, what does that mean? You just can't?
You just immediately start trying. Like you would assume that you would just like start panicking and immediately start.
Cool. All right. Good.
The way I would run that personally is that I would give you, I'd probably say like 3 turns. But yeah, so fish does this huge splash attack in the water, lets out another almighty roar. Johannes gets hit, and another giant surging wave is going to come towards you, and this one I think is going to hit all 3 of you now.
Oh, I moved into range. That sucks.
Yeah, you moved right into range, Billy Boy.
I did that for you.
Am I in range?
I did that for the rock.
I mean, I can be, so.
This isn't a magical effect, is it?
No,
Okay, good to know.
No, this is straight up a large fish.
this is water displacement on an extreme level.
Oh no. A mage's worst nightmare. Physics.
Physics.
Oh.
Right. I need Silva, Set, and Deck to make dexterity saving throws as well. Whole lot of dex saving throws going around this encounter.
19.
15.
18.
Excellent. You all succeed. Can't believe it. You all succeed. You all managed to dive out of the way of the water this time. The fish lets out another almighty roar. And at the end of their turn, they now have to do a dex save with disadvantage.
Yep, or take 5 acid damage.
They're gonna get a 12.
They fail because my DC is 15.
Cool.
So they take 5 acid damage.
All right.
As red tendrils come up and start pulling off
It's
Scales.
isn't it? Doesn't it make like a slurping sound too when it doesn't?
Absolutely.
I think that whole spell just comes with the most disgusting Foley.
Yeah, this void. Sometimes these descriptions they just hit. You know, this void is filled with a cacophony of soft whispers and slurping noises that can be heard up to 30 feet away.
Oh no!
If you
30 feet.
If
it is a
if
red void.
if Jeremy Crawford wrote this, he was mad horny when he wrote this down. That's all I'm saying.
You mean when Jerry Crawford wrote this, because he's always mad horny.
I
Shout out
figured
to
he
Jeremy
probably
Crawford.
did. He probably did. Yeah, no, you see the fish thrashing in place as it begins to take acid damage, and you just hear this assortment of it's really quite awful.
That was glorious.
Welcome to the worst
I
AS.
really want to imagine Dylan went out and got food just for that bit.
God, if only I was that smart.
Right. Forney didn't require food for nourishment and substance.
There's no nourishment happening here. Okay, so it's gonna bring us back to the top with Set.
Yes. I'm going to shoot it.
My God.
Plus the d6.
Plus the D6.
Plus a D6.
I s-
Getting slizzard.
or yeah, because the 16 missed before. So my 14 is not going to hit.
Correct, that will miss. Yep. You are not getting crunk or slizzard on this day.
I'm not flanking this thing with where Johannes is.
Work.
No.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, because I've already used my hex. So that doesn't do shit though if I can't damage it. So
Yeah, you gotta hit it first. Sucker!
is it only when I damage it?
I think, well,
Yeah, for Hex.
Yeah,
sure hex is
I mean
just
that would
you.
make sense, but
yeah. That'd be crazy if it was like anybody hits it.
Yeah.
everyone, anytime anyone,
I'd
hits
respect
enemy
it, but that'd be crazy.
plus
Well,
one
I was
d6
gonna say,
damage.
The fairy fire is what's supposed to give the anyone.
Oh yeah, it has fairy fire, so I should have advantage.
You do have advantage on it.
It's
Yes, you do.
And automatic sneak attack because of the advantage.
You gotta speak up.
do you want to?
And you did.
You want
19 then.
a
You said 19?
Yes.
That's still gonna miss.
What?
what?
Holy cow.
Okay then.
Wow.
Think about what's been hitting and what's been missing and see if you can find that number in the middle.
Yeah, it's 20 or higher has been hitting. Rough. Okay, well,
Row.
Scale hide, what can I say?
Scale hide.
yeah, all right.
Anything else you want to do on your turn or
Actually, yeah. I am going to move over here.
you know darn well the next wave attack is gonna be like
Watch him move. Damn it.
just impossible angles.
It's just going to be a wider and wider angle until it's just higher lane is
exactly.
coming up. Yeah, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. That's gonna bring us to Dak.
All right. It is my turn. I am Dak. Hello. Dak. Let's see. What spell did he use? It was a third level spell for that. Dak is going to cast another spell. He's going to go again, another subtle spell to cast which one is it? Ironically named Destructive Cry, which is a silent shout from him. And same circle, same space, is the Shatter spell, so it needs to make a Constitution saving throw. That damage is booty.
How are you handling the verbal component of that?
Subtle spell one more time.
Yes. Okay. Yep, that works. Right. So we're gonna do a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
That is gonna be an 8.
That will fail. He takes all 9 thunder damage.
9 thunder damage.
Damn.
Okay.
Jesus.
Y'all are chipping away at this beastie.
chipping away, yeah. And that will be Dak's turn after he moves this way. He's now at the corner of the map. Wait, no, he did. Never mind. I moved my hand off the chess piece. That's fine. End of turn.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Johannes. You are still underwater. You just got smacked heavily by the fish's tail. You are like dazed underwater, trying to make sense of your surroundings. What do you want to do?
I would like to make what kind of check would it be? I'm not sure. I want to use my culinary knowledge to try to guess where the fish's vitals are.
That is a...
It's this large.
You're going to roll a d20 and you're going to add +4.
That's the that's a 71 on the Nat 1 chart.
Oh boy. Please let it be hot wings.
Underwater too, huh?
I don't think it's going to be hot wings. I believe that is on the other chart from last week. Said 71?
Yeah.
Excuse me while I do some quick math.
Math.
In my D&D, it's more likely
I
than you
was,
think.
I was thinking that exact line, Granny.
Johannes, the force of the tail hitting you is so great that you almost completely black out, but you manage to recover yourself just in time for your head to hit a sharp rock along the bottom of the lake bed. You clutch your head in pain as blood begins to flow. As you try to reposition yourself, something prods your arm, and as you look, you see that a lionfish has swam up, and one of its spikes has poked into your arm, and you feel the poison immediately seep through your body at an alarming rate. And you take 23 points of damage, my guy.
Oh my god.
Right.
Whoa.
Okay.
Hey now.
Lord.
Good lord. I'm still up, but woof. This is a strong fish, huh? That at least when I roll natural ones.
Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, now considering I was like, I wonder where it would hurt the most, and then I like basically
What hurts the
Shut up.
I mean, I guess I'll start swimming up.
Immediately.
You can't escape the rascal flats.
I'm gonna go back for more. I mean, can I swim back up and like actually make an attack roll?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Okay. I'm gonna try. Silva's still over 5 feet away, so I will get a sneak attack, but not advantage.
Okay. Let me know when you want to remove that lionfish that's stuck in your arm.
Oh, that's still there? Never mind. Instead of swimming up, I'm gonna stab that.
Okay, you're gonna just stab the lionfish. Okay, you're gonna have to make an attack roll.
I'm gonna try to get it off my arm.
Okay, make an attack roll. I really hope you don't miss.
It's a 21.
That will hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll for damage.
5.
All right. That absolutely immediately kills the lionfish.
Oh my god.
You skewer it with your blade and manage to pull it off of your arm. You are no longer actively being poisoned.
Okay, I'm gonna swim. Can I get to the surface, or how deep is it where I'm at?
You have enough movement to get to the surface. Yes.
I'm gonna swim up and like look at the fish in the eye.
All right. You break the surface. You see that your friends are still on the shore. Silva is flying above the water. This enormous fish towering above you, and you could see one of its giant beady eyes looking out. There's also a golden glow emanating around the fish too.
I just lock eye contact and end my turn.
Okay. You focus in on the enormous beady eye, and you almost swear that it adjusts slightly to look at you. All right.
Yeah.
Silva, it is now your turn.
Fucking fish, man. So he's out in the water right now, like Johannes.
Yeah, he's still in the water, but now he's on the surface. You can see him now.
He's technically next to the fish still.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll get within 5 feet of him. My action.
All right, fish is gonna make an opportunity attack.
Stay within its thing, don't I?
Yeah, technically you do. Yeah, that's fair.
Fish and not expect
That's-
you to know where the circle is.
That's fair.
This is like, you know what this is?
Continue with what you were doing.
I say, you know what this is the equivalent to? This is like the equivalent to being like, or this would be the equivalent to like, I've created this giant model, but I put it on a 10-foot base, and base rules apply. My action is going to be bestowing the tail as I will come up to you. It's like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the time when there was both there were these two frogs, and there were this frog was being made fun of by a number of other by a number of people much bigger than it. Yes. Calling it names, it looked up at them in sadness and anger until its other friend came to defend the frog for his other frog friend. And in that, two friends grew stronger. They went off to eat flies. As I bestow upon you the tale of beloved friends. So, you So you and another creature within 5 feet of you of your choice. Unless you want to put this on the fish, it's gonna be me.
Choose the fish.
Will
Choose
gain
the fish.
temporary hit points equal to. Let me roll. Hold on. I actually have to. Equal to. Oh, sick max. Equal to 10. You get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice.
Whoa.
You and one creature of your choice within 5 feet of you.
Is that me?
No, you
Or
are the one being bestowed it. You pick.
Yeah.
Which of the 2 creatures in 5 feet of you would you like to give 10 temp hit points?
I look at the fish in the eye.
Sophie's choice. Johannes, you hear a voice in your mind. Leon Doramonto. Giento me.
This is so sad.
What are you gonna give the fish the 10 HP?
But like, it's so sad. It's so tragic.
Also trying to kill us as well.
You're the one who went to stab it, like.
Well, that was just circumstances.
And you're fishing.
What if we could
You're
really-
getting this to
what if-
cook it later.
What if we could understand each other?
The music.
What if we could know each other?
What if yeah, you say that, but what if he's also telling you, I am the Lord of the sea, and I am going to bring my other brethren to the land in order to control this society? Like the dolphins, they're just plotting and waiting for when they can take over. The
What's this about
citizens
dolphins?
warned us.
I close my eyes and like look down, like a single drop of water slides on my cheek. You can't tell if it's a tear or if it's just the river water. And I give the temporary hit point to I'll give it to Silva.
I'll be honest,
Okay.
it would have been hilarious if you gave it to the fish.
Just like turn.
I wouldn't have been mad, but Silva would have been possibly the most confused. That would have been very funny. Otherwise, you're looking kind of hurt, so I'm gonna hit you with that 2nd level healing word.
Yo.
Oh, dude, rolling maxes, boy.
Whoa.
Nice.
Rub it in, why don't you? I'm kidding. It's to our
twice
benefit.
in a row? Fucking.
Nice.
I can't wait for it all to come crashing down somewhere later when I really need it. Like, oh, I need to make this save, and if I don't make it, I'll explode. Oh, I rolled a 2. Awesome.
It's time to explode.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Now that tender moment's over, it is the fish's turn.
I do want
Takes-
to know the thing I want
Yes.
to remind, because it's been a minute since I've been able to do a bardic inspiration. Obviously, like, the part that's obvious, and I can admit, is every story I come up with is somehow about frogs. Secret is I
Okay.
have to figure out what frog thing am I referencing when I make every story.
You mean they're not
Secret.
all frog and toad?
No.
Oh,
In a way, maybe, but like the specific thing is when I make the story itself, not the characters, but not explicitly the characters, but the whole story, either based on like a concept, a meme, like a memeable story, like our well-known story. Gotta think about that.
are we calling
just
Are we calling?
this is an audience game. This is something where anybody, if they watch it or listen, whenever I do a bardic inspiration, try to see what I'm referencing. Just wanted to note that. Okay? Just wanted it to be out there.
Are we calling Aesop's Fables memeable stories now?
I said well-known.
Is that where
or
we're at?
memeable. I said well-known or memeable. Which, I mean, look, if Metal Gear Rising: Revenge has taught us anything, that the memes are the things that will be transcended upon humanity.
It's the DNA of the soul.
Yeah. Anyway, yes, that's the end of my turn.
All right, hold
9
on. I gotta give this fish some damage.
Yep, 9 damage. Am I rolling it or are you rolling it?
I rolled it last time. If you want to roll it, I mean, it's your spell. You know, if you want to
Gotcha.
roll it, that's cool.
9 damage.
All right, cool. Takes another hit. All right. This fish is visibly shaken. He is going to attempt to slam his whole body down into the water on top of Johannes and Silva.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Does a 21 hit? I'm almost just asking out of a formality because I know the answer here.
Hey, you know what I got. What was the total? What was the total?
21.
21.
21.
Damn it. Damn it. So close. If I was Blade Song, I could dodge this. No,
But you did it.
well, I didn't want to. But no, I miss it by 1. I literally miss it by 1.
Oh, that's amazing.
If I,
What about you,
if I
Johannes?
shield, but I'm not going to. So.
What was it again?
21.
Does that hit me? Yeah.
Yes, okay.
For me, it is actually a valid question for me to ask, okay? Remember, I'm the tank,
It's true.
said the wizard bard.
Wicked bard.
Cool. You both take 13 points of damage as the Grand Bass slams down on both of you,
Great. Most
colliding with the water.
all that health I gave you. Hey, it's a good thing I gave you that health.
How much was it again?
I
10.
healed you 12.
10? 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 10
Oh, and the
temp
10
HP,
temp.
and then you got 10 HP. So actually, you're only going to lose 2 of the health that I gave you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Okay.
got you.
Because I was gonna say otherwise I was about to like see the light of God and float up to the river's surface.
He's gonna go belly up.
Yeah.
No, I got you. I healed you and I gave you 10 HP.
Well, then I'm okay.
This means that Dak and Set, you are spared the wrath of another splash attack.
Yay. I mean, no, not our friends.
Yeah, because from your perspective, you see this ginormous fish just fall down on top of your 2 friends, and they're gone. You do not see them at all.
Lovely. Is Fairy Fire still active on it?
Yes.
Here,
Cool.
Actually,
I don't know how long that
let me
lasts.
technically check
Yes.
that for you. I forget with concentration. Do you add your con mod?
Yes, you do.
You should be at least a minute.
Yeah, I'm good.
I know standard fairy fire is a minute.
Yes, but it's concentration. And I took damage. So
Oh.
I'm being a good boy, and I'm checking my.
I see what you're saying.
Which I passed.
I would have let that slide. Yeah, there you go. You're good.
I'm good.
You maintain concentration.
Okay, cool.
Still there.
From the shoreline, Milo Marigold, looking on with tears still in his eyes, says, "My God, they have become one with the elder bass, as was foretold in the prophecies."
This fucker. This motherfucker.
Meanwhile, just pain, just so much pain.
And we're
All right, set top of the initiative.
I'm gonna shoot it.
All right, shoot your shot.
Okay. 25.
That will absolutely hit. Yeah.
Okay.
So make sure you're including that bonus damage on there too.
Nice. Or the bonus damage.
Oh. 8 damage. So 10 damage, including the additional from Hex, and then an additional 4 damage for sneak attack. So 14 total.
Another sizable hit. You are really fish and chipping away at this.
Ooh.
I love and hate it so much.
As you fire into the bass, is there anything else that you want to do before you end your turn? Any movement you want to make, anything like that?
No, I don't think I have anything that I can do. So
Okay.
That'll be the end of my turn.
All right, that's gonna bring us over to Dak.
That's a me, I'm Dak. All right, Dak is going to. Let's do another ice knife. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, did it do that dex save for acid damage at the end of its turn?
No, it did not. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh.
Especially because it fails, so it takes even more damage.
Yep, 3 more damage.
There we go.
I'm not rolling high on the damage rolls, but you know what? It is what it
It's
is.
okay.
Subtle spell, one more time. One more destructive cry. I need to make me a con saving throw.
Con save.
There we go.
That is a natural 1.
Yo.
Hey! It takes 15 thunder damage and whatever happens to it. In the
We're gonna do the damage first because I have a feeling this is probably gonna be goofy. All right, it's a 10.
the movie?
Yep.
Max?
99. Come on, Max. We gotta catch the elder bass. Let's see here. Yeah. 94. Y'all are really chipping away at this thing for sure. All right. Let me get.
We're so close. I want to kill this thing.
Now I really want to eat it. Are you whispering something over there, Marshall?
It went, and we shall.
Okay, cool.
No. No.
Yes.
All right. Here's the thing. This is really funny, but I feel like it's gonna make this like above board here. I feel like it's gonna make this encounter go much longer. I'm leaving it up to you guys. Do you want to respect it, or do you want me to go ahead and just re-roll? I'm not gonna do this often, but if you want me to like re-roll the D100, I'll do it.
Depends. What is it?
It's gonna change something about the fish.
Yeah, if it's gonna make the encounter go longer, then I would say no.
Yeah, I'm fine. I want to fight this fish.
Okay.
Keep. I'm fine with keeping this.
I'm gonna go ahead and reroll.
I feel like you wouldn't have given us the option without good reason.
Right.
It's one of, like I say, it's like it'd be funny, but it would also make the encounter a lot more.
Yeah.
Let's see, 68. Where are you?
Oh, excuse me.
Someone kill this guy.
Crying.
Where'd it go? Yeah, that works. Okay.
Really?
All right.
No.
So, yeah, it does a complete failure. The fish takes the full damage from that in all of its slurpy goodness.
No.
And it is going to be the end of its turn. Set, we are back to you once again.
Oh, cool. Wait. Both Johannes and Silver went? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just taking another shot at it.
All right, go for
What do
it.
you want to say to the audience?
That is a 21.
That will hit.
Okay.
Do, do, do.
22 points of damage total.
Nice.
Okay.
Millie, you smell like cat litter.
That is a heavy hit.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. That's going to bring us to Set.
What?
That's going to bring us to Dak.
Like, you want me to go again? Cool. All right.
All right, let's go with another destructive cry. Constitution saving throw.
All right. That is going to be a 16.
That will just pass. He'll only take 5 points of damage.
Only 5. Okay.
Get him. Yeah. Fine.
All right. Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, I have a cat on my lap, so it's all good.
Sure. Johannes, you have been slammed back down into the water again by the enormous body of this fish. What would you like to do?
All right, I'm sick of this guy. Could I again try to guess for the vitals, but this time probably not get a natural one?
Roll a d20 and then add 4.
That's a 21.
You are able to see, sort of searching along its belly, you could see like the faintest outline where the scales are slightly translucent, pass through the skin, where there's just like the faint outline of what looks to be one of its organs.
I'm gonna swim right up to it, both my daggers in hand.
All right, roll for the attack.
16.
16 is gonna miss.
With advantage from Fairy Fire.
Oh,
Roll with advantage.
22.
22 will hit.
Okay,
Alright.
that's good.
You manage to pierce the blubbery skin of the fish underneath, past the scales right into the organ.
And you have
roll
sneak
for that
attack with
damage.
this.
I do have sneak attack, yeah.
Yep,
Alright, so that
that's
is
correct.
5 plus 11, 15 damage. No, 16 damage.
All right. Are you trying to hang in to the fish this time, or are you just doing like a puncture and go?
I'm gonna like try to like puncture and then drag.
Oh,
hang
yeah.
But not hang in.
You rip across. The fish lets out another enormous bellow. You hear the voice in your head. And Silva, you are able to hear this now too because of your proximity. As an ancient voice rattles through your head and goes, "Niarorto, nietefron, kairosobrum."
Why does this thing sound like the member of the separatists that had the Death Star plan?
No, it's not. I see what you're going for, but the separatist dialect is significantly more racist. And I tried to not go for that.
You're thinking of the separatists are a whole group. I'm talking about in episode 2, the ones that had the Death Star plans. He's the guy that he has the wings on Geonosis.
You're talking about the Geonosians.
Yeah. He has the-
Yes. Again, I stand by my statement.
Dylan doesn't want to be racist, Millie.
George Lucas was having a field day with most of those movies. All right. So y'all hear that ancient tongue being
Watto.
emitted.
And what's wrong with Watto?
What's wrong with Watto?
And the
Okay. Speaking of whose turn is it right now?
it was that I sliced into it.
You just sliced it, yeah. So that's gonna put us at
Anyways.
that'll be Silva.
Okay.
Someone
man,
Silva comes in with slap chop.
I'll tell you what. I definitely I will accept the consequences of potentially getting this attack of opportunity as I come up and get out of the water.
All right, yep, that is gonna be an attack of opportunity. That is gonna be a 22 to hit.
Yeah. Thank you, Millie.
No. Yep, or yes, that hits.
Great, you take 12 points of damage as an errant fin smacks you across the back as you're flying past.
That I'm good. Okay. I'll get up in the air. Enough away. Ray of Frost on this fish.
Ray of Frost, ooh.
That'll be a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
13 damage.
Okay.
13 of frosty cold damage.
Millsberry, are you my toaster strudel?
That'll be it for me.
All right.
I have so much hair killer.
Another heavy blow was an Arctic blast that slams into the side of the fish. You see the scales freeze up. Some of them crack under the pressure of the ice, and the fish lets out another low, baleful moan. All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
All right. It is the fish's turn, and with an enormous lurch that causes the water to splash, he is going to move.
Well, since he starts his turn in there, he takes 12 cold damage.
It's true.
Oh, there was more health bar.
Yeah, the health bar went off screen.
Oh no.
It wasn't the whole thing, but well, yeah.
I was-
It was off screen. It's just,
It's like the Ganon fight in fucking Tears of the Kingdom, where it
Yeah.
just keeps going.
it's just the effect that it's just a whole ass fish.
He flipped it.
And Therios, the elder bass, repositions itself,
Oh my
but it's unable to find. It's unable to get far enough away from Dak's magic, as it still partially envelops it.
It's still a fish.
And it is still a fish. It is going to perform another splash attack. So in this case, that is going to be, so Dak will for sure be safe. And I believe coming out. Yeah, Set, you'll be safe as well. So Silva and Johannes, you got to make dexterity saving throws.
The fish is saving itself by not attacking me.
Alright, I got a 22. Wait, it would actually be a 25.
Okay.
Dog just barked.
God,
Silva, what did you get for your dex save?
oh. 13.
13? Did I hear that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, you are going to take. You take 14 points of damage as enormous wave splashes over you.
There.
All right. So that'll get us back to the top of the round after
Needs to make a dex save.
make a dex save with disadvantage. And that is going to be a 14.
That just fails 7 acid.
7 acid.
I can't believe this song is. It's gonna like play in my dreams.
It's like that one song from the Sonic game.
Yep, you know that one song from the Sonic game.
Which
Song,
which one?
Sonic.
The one where you fish.
Big the cat.
That's the one.
Yeah. And then-
Okay.
The fish is looking very rough now. You can see blood coming from the scales in several spots. The lip has been punctured. There is this very sad look to its eyes
I don't want
as they are beginning to gloss over.
The
We
fish
didn't
has
need to do this.
It's close enough that I could attack it from shore.
The fish is
Um,
killing us at this point. It's us or
It would appear so.
Cool. I'm going to move up to attack it with my rapier then.
All right. You can go ahead and roll for your attack.
And that would be a 22.
That will hit. Make sure to include any extra damage being added on.
So base damage is 12 plus a point of necrotic plus 12, 13, 19 total points of damage.
Said 19.
19.
Just a moment, please.
No.
I don't know if Marshall will have a way to share this with the stream, but if you take a look at the general chat,
I'm not.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
the Elder Bass, with 19 hit points left, lurches as you sink your rapier deep into its hide. From where you stab into the bass, a stream of black ichor-like material pours out, shooting out like a fountain. And you see that it does so from multiple points all along the great fish's body. This black oil-like substance that shoots out in these fountains. The fish lets out another mournful cry. And the fish slowly, in a graceful, majestic arc, falls into the water. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Another colossi defeated.
Oh no, wait, that means I'm gonna be impaled by shadows. No.
You hear one of the townsfolk call out from the crowd. It is dead! The Elder Bass is dead! And the crowd erupts into tumultuous applause. Everyone cheers and celebrates. People are hugging each other. Children are jumping up and down, waving their hands. As the entire crowd, thunderous applause, cheering for all of you.
Yeah! Just
My-
covered in whatever black ichor.
Yeah.
Yeah, just covered like head to toe in just like fish gut. Milo, his niece Ness, and Alice, the head bartender, they run up to you, Set, and Alice says, "You all right there? That was a mess.
I'm good.
Do you want us to get you back inside? We've got towels. We'll get you cleaned up."
Yeah, that would. I'll take like a sniff and be like,
Yeah, that you
Yeah,
smell
no,
rank.
I need
Quite
to-
frankly.
I need to get clean. With the smell of this, I don't know if the actual meat on that thing would be any good, but might as well drag it up just to.
Oh, we'll figure that out in a moment. Let's get you cleaned off just in case any of this is like venomous or something.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah,
All right.
okay. So Alice is just gonna kind of help lead you inside. Ness calls out to Dova and Johannes. You two, are you all right? we can get a flotation device or something out to you.
I mean, aren't we like 5 feet offshore? I'm just gonna start swimming back.
Well, I'll turn to Johannes when it is done, and kind of be like, "Yeah, I told you that was the spot."
I'll never doubt you again.
In your minds, you just hear, I feel like I've missed out a bunch of the context related to this.
I mean, you were here.
As the two of you get back to the shore, Milo walks forward. He walks up to the side of the now beached elder bass, and you see him raise a hand and place it out, feeling the great fish's scales. His head hangs low a bit. And he says under his breath, "'Twas beauty killed the beast." And he turns and walks away, his head hanging low.
What even is this guy? He's just like, what the fuck?
He's a meme. He's a living meme.
He is
I
the
like
best.
him.
I would die for him. Until he betrays us, and I will be the first one to stab him.
You see he sort of brings his sleeve up, wipes away his tears, cleans his cheeks. So, all right then. If I could have everybody gather around, everyone, let's all gather around. We're going to head back into the inn. I think we shall declare the winner of the fishing jamboree. Yes. And so everybody starts to slowly filter back inside of the inn. You are all brought back inside to the main area. Everybody is taking chairs and tables where they can find them. And Milo Marigold steps on top of one of the tables, stands on it, and goes, "If I could have everyone's attention, please. Everyone. I cannot think of a more perfect way for this fishing jamboree to go. We have witnessed something truly remarkable today. The great elder bass, Antherios, who has existed in Lake Alafar for hundreds of years, has finally been slain. And we can thank these 4 here, our amazing adventurers. Please, a round of applause." And everybody breaks out into a polite applause. Yes. A good applause for the what did you say what's like your, do you have like a team name, like a club? Are you in like a club together? Do you got like a thing? What's your name? Do you have a label? Do you have like a cool nickname? Are you like a clique? Are you like, do you have a, what do people call you when they're saying all of you, not just one of you? Are you,
I'll be honest,
what do you?
No one has. So we don't have a name.
No.
I'm so sorry. God, I'm so sorry.
I think it's okay.
No, it's not okay. And Ness kind of puts her hand on her uncle's shoulder. She's like, "No, it's all right, Uncle. It's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal. These 4 have done what many thought was impossible. Mostly because no one believed that it was real. And I don't want anyone to pretend otherwise. I'm looking at all of you in this room. I saw the emotion in your faces when I told the story of the old man. Well, look at you now. You should be ashamed of yourselves. may we take solace in the fact that his soul may now rest firmly in peace, knowing that the great fish that he sought was not only captured, but conquered, vanquished. And the people who did so deserve a name.
I suppose you could give us.
You ought to have a name for yourselves.
There.
I need to go.
I just sort of kind of like pat him on the shoulder.
Everyone, I'm afraid I have no choice. Given the circumstances, it is clear. Master Johannes, you have won the fishing jamboree with flying marks.
I thought for a moment you were gonna have him fail because he didn't have a name.
You didn't actually catch the elder bass. I'm sorry. Pack up your things and leave the big brother house.
Well, I thought you were gonna say, but I cannot accept that you don't have a name. Therefore,
Yeah.
will be
Yeah.
win by default.
Yeah.
I just sort of like.
There's another round of applause for you.
I do my best, like, Final Fantasy victory pose and just, like, put my knives away, pump my fist up in the air.
See, so you have a pose figured out. You have a celebratory pose, but you haven't got a name for the group.
Listen, we were waiting.
You understand
till, like,
why this
the
concerns me.
The next like tax season, so it'll be easier for the.
Ah, yes. There are 7 tax seasons here in Passage, so it's good that you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm not having this argument with leaving. I'm wet. I need to be dry.
Alice says to you,
slammed by a slimy fish into a bit of water. I need to go.
Alice says to you, we do have baths if you want to take a fresh bath, or we also have towels if you just want to dry off for now, or God, that smell is awful. I am going to be cleaning this entire inn from top to bottom.
Wipe it. This is probably the likely slime coming from being slammed by this fish.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, viscous slime.
Viscous slime.
That's perfectly fine. Just head right upstairs. It'll be on the left-hand side.
I'm gonna go.
Milo says to the rest of you, well done indeed. Never in my ears did I think I would see something quite like that. Well, now that the fishing jamboree is concluded and you are the clear victor, that means you have first pick on the meat that you will be using to cook the actual meal.
Okay.
Now hear me out. You did just kill a gigantic ancient fish.
It's true.
You could use the meat from that.
I think I want to. I feel like that would be cool. It'd be
See,
unique.
this is why I liked you from the start. This is why I liked you from the beginning. He thinks with his head instead of his mind. I like it.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna pick Antherios.
All right, so you will now be able to activate your Monster Hunter carving minigame. You're gonna roll 4d6s, and this is gonna be your equivalent of mashing A to try to get the best meat.
4d6s. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 15.
You have 15 pounds of fresh meat to work with, my dear boy. And Thomas
That is an insane amount of fish.
will only get 2. As he kind of he gets like a small amount into a bundle. He kind of looks at it, looks at you, goes, "This feels fair."
It is, Thomas. Stop complaining.
I wasn't complaining. I genuinely, that there was no sarcasm. You just murdered that giant fish.
Just like roll my eyes.
Great job, by the way. Again, that's still not sarcastic. All right. I'm gonna go get the rest of the ingredients ready.
Yeah, get going. I don't even know why I'm being so mean to him. I think it just feels good.
Every bully that I had in high school.
Basically.
You took the slight antagonism that Silva had with him at the start and was like, 11, let's go.
So he's dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my god. I'm here for it though.
All right. So, that was a very exciting display, but the main event still has to happen. The two of you are going to compete in a cooking contest. You're going to use the fish meat that you were supplied with, and you're going to cook a full meal for everyone, all of the patrons here at the inn, including myself. We're going to be judging your meal, and if it is the best one, then you get to be the head chef. Are you sure you're ready for this, my boy?
As ready as I'll ever be.
So it's a yes or a no?
Yeah, it's a yes.
It's a yes. Okay, great. That's what I thought. Just want to double check. All right, everyone. If you could please take your seats. We will start getting drink orders from everybody. Alice, if you could please get a nice big tab going. Everyone, drinks are on me. There's just this resounding cheer throughout the bar. And as everybody erupts into applause, he says much more quietly, the first round of drinks are on me. Okay, so let us prepare for the next leg of this competition.
I love this.
He scoots you and Thomas Winleaf into the kitchen. It's this enormous kitchen, tons of pots and pans, all kinds of cutlery, and just all the supplies that you could possibly dream of are in this kitchen in various states of use. Some of them look brand new. Others look like they've been there for like 30 plus years and are like heavily dented. There is an enormous spice rack that kind of hangs over the window. It's in like this wrought iron rack that is like clipped onto the curtain rod overhead. Over to the right, there is this gigantic pantry filled with all sorts of freshly cut vegetables and grains and breads and all sorts of various foods. You have a huge butcher's block island situated in the middle with plenty of space for the two of you to work on. There is this large brass water basin underneath the windowsill that you can use as a sink. And there's just so many things as far as the eye can see. As you look around, you can feel your confidence just like blossoming as everything about this is so familiar and just ignites your passion that has been dormant for quite some time.
My eyes just shine up. They well up. They just like brighten.
It's okay to cry, son. I do it every day.
Do you need it? Okay. Well, there's wonderful. It's just a beautiful place.
Thank you. I didn't build it myself. It was here when I purchased it.
Ah.
I did say that, right? That this was originally one of the Gold Dragon Inns, and it was going to be torn down, but I offered to purchase it, and so I have refurbished it into my own inn. Yes.
So, what are the rules for this next leg? Just make something, or do we have a time limit, or
rule? That's a good question. I hadn't thought about that. rules.
What the fuck is wrong with
What-
it? Do you
what
want to work
should-
for him? Are you sure you want to work for him?
What should
I
the
don't really
rules
know if I
be?
have much more.
I do. In a weird way.
Okay. First rule: you're both going to be paid for cooking the meal, regardless of who wins. Which reminds me.
From that.
He snaps his fingers. And Ness and Alice reappear. Yes, Uncle. I believe it is time for another 30-minute designated break for you two. And Ness is like, oh, but does that mean that I'm going to miss the competition? I was kind of excited to see the. And he's like, oh no. We will put the competition on hold until you two can come back from your break. I'm not a monster. And she's like, okay, cool. And her and Alice go off to take another employee mandated break. And he turns back to you guys. Right. So rule 1, you're both getting paid for this no matter what. How much do you want to be paid?
What a question.
Quite a lot. Just like a lot of money.
Okay, but I can interpret what a lot of money means, right? So, I mean, that's up to my discretion of what I interpret that to be.
Negotiable.
Is this conversation taking place after we have, like, all gotten clean, or are we all still like?
You were all like, I mean, you let me know, but like, I assume that you're all in the process of getting clean. Silva had gone up to run a bath. You're all kind of in the process of getting clean. Everybody is getting seated at their tables and starting to get drink orders filled out. Like,
Dak is only wet, so I think he'll stick around.
Okay.
Yeah, Set is immediately trying to get as clean as possible and get rid of this filthy stench.
All right, how about this? You are each going to be paid 100 gold no matter what. Sound fair?
Yes.
Good. So that's our first rule established. You're going to be paid no matter what happens. Second rule. If you cut off an appendage, I'm not going to reattach it for you.
What a ripoff.
Understood.
Sound fair?
Yeah, usually, yeah. That's in the contract, yeah.
We have an amazing hospital here in the city, but it's your responsibility to get there yourself, all right? I don't have access to healthcare. So
He didn't get that far in the book, guys. It's fine.
he read half the book. All right. So you're not responsible for the loss of any of your limbs. Apologies, Thomas, that may be a little insensitive to you. I did not mean that in any way to make light of your condition. And Thomas goes, I genuinely feel like that's the least of my worries right now. But thank you anyway. Appreciate it. He's like, yes, of course. Okay, so rule number 1, you're both being paid 100 gold each. Rule number 2, you are responsible for the loss of any limbs that occurs during the process of cooking this meal. Rule number 3. Rule number 3. What should the third rule be?
Johannes wins by default.
No. I see what you're trying to do.
With the dry.
I see what you're trying to do. I'm seeing what you're trying. Oh, it's so good. Okay. How about this? And he reaches under the counter and he pulls out a clear glass bottle with a purplish liquid inside. And then he pulls out an identical bottle, also with a purplish liquid inside. He walks over to one of the cupboards and pulls out these 2 brass goblets and places them on the butcher block. And he takes one of the bottles of purple liquid, pours it into one of the goblets, takes the other bottle, pours it into the other goblet, puts the 2 glass bottles away, takes the goblets and hands them out to each of you. All right, you take one and you take one.
Can I ask what this is as I reach to grab it?
Yes, it's poison.
And why are you giving us poison?
Because the third rule is that you're both going to take a drink from your goblet. One of them is a basic grape wine. The other one is poison.
But why?
Princess Bride?
That's the rules, man.
Young man, I don't know if I got that far. No one's ever asked me why before.
Now's your chance to think about why.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. I think you're right. I think you're right. You two drink these and I'll think about that. And he turns and walks away. Thomas looks to you, Johannes. I mean, this is crazy, right? Like, we're not actually going to drink these to see if one of them is poisoned.
Can I sniff it?
Yeah, make a
Be like, is it poison?
make a medicine check.
15.
You smell it, and it smells like grapes fresh off the vine.
I'm gonna drink it.
Oh my god, you're drinking it. Oh my god, you drink it. Okay. Damn. Okay. Carpe diem. And he throws back his as well. Shit. Damn. We're in it together, I guess. Okay. How do you feel? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus, you fuck.
And mine was wine, yeah. So that must mean that yours definitely was poison. How are you feeling?
If you're fine, then. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
What the fuck is this guy?
Thomas is going to die from poison.
He's fantasy Matthew Barry.
I love him.
Next time we meet, it'll be time for the main cooking competition between Johannes and Thomas. As long as one of them is still alive. That'll be happening next time. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing. And what should you remember? What would be a good thing to remember?
What you were going to say.
I'll tell you when I come up with it. See you guys next time.